Welcome back to Madonna University for the 5th annual PAH-Fest Motown, and stay tuned for remarks from panelists in the panel titled The Creative Process of Filmmaking.
And the final thing is performance. Okay, well that's a little strange here with filmmaking because it's a screening. I'm going to basically talk about the premiere. You know, what is that premiere performance like? What are you expecting? Is it going to be huge? Is it going to be a small, gathering? It's that kind of thing. It's difficult. Primarily, is it going to be 3D? Is that what your performance is going to be? We'll probably do the current, whatever everybody's doing now in a current performance. And then I am adding advice, which is to all the young filmmakers here, what my esteemed panel suggests to you, imparts to you. All right. So let's go down to the table here and everybody introduce themselves. Without getting into any of these things yet, but who you are and what aspect of filmmaking you did. So let's go to Christos first.
Hello everyone, my name is Christos Moisides. I grew up in Detroit and had the fortune of starting at an early age, like I'm sure many of you, working on little home movies, neighborhood films, kung fu movies, and other things to entertain your childhood friends. Got to work on car commercials a little bit after high school through a good connection. Then went to Emerson College in Boston where I studied film. Got to shoot some projects there and continually worked on car commercials. Eventually made my way out to Los Angeles because...
I didn't cut you off.
Okay.
You're going into some of those, so I just want you to...
I'm Christos Moisides.
I'm going to be like that. We got to follow the rules.
More guidelines, I like.
All right. Yeah. All right, so Eric.
Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Erica Hill. And that's it.
Christos, you're a filmmaker.
Yes,
So you're a filmmaker, cinematographer. Right. That's what Christos is. Erica?
My name is Erica Hill. I am a location manager and I also coordinate a film training program for community colleges.
Terrific. Next.
My name is Ken Droz, and I do media and PR for many years for the studios, marketing for them. Also, my main discipline and passion was screenwriting, where I studied with Jim Cash and Neil Simon's brother Danny, and wrote a lot while I was...
Okay, we're going to cut you off.
Okay.
Doing the same thing.
The Gough.
You're a media guy, you're a screenwriter, and that's it. That's it.
I was wrapping up.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into everything we just said. Let's follow the rules. Next.
Hi, my name is Lance Kawas. I'm a screenwriter of feature film and a director of feature film.
Hi, I'm Oren Goldenberg. I'm a filmmaker, and I do just about anything.
I'm Joe Gough. I'm an inventor, writer, and producer.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to move things around now. We're not going to always go in this order, just so you know. Now, resources. Okay, where do you draw from? What are your influences? Okay, could be another filmmaker, could be family. Basically, what you use as a support system for what you do. All right, let's start with Kenneth. Your resources.
God, that is a tough one, but I would say the world of film that's already been created as a learning base to learn from, influence yourself, and my own life experience, what that brings to the process that I apply when I'm practicing the craft.
Life experience and the world of cinema. Now, when you say world of cinema, is that current film or is that the entire history of cinema, or?
Both, yeah, the entire history. I mean, you can learn, I think, something from every film that you can ever watch. So if you're passionate about the medium, you'll want to watch good movies, bad movies, why they were bad, why they were good, refresher courses. I mean, Blood Simple was on 2 nights ago, and I was glued again to the screen. This was a Coen Brothers' first movie, in case You little tykes don't know that yet, but it was just masterful. Clockwork Orange is on every scene is memorable in your head. You remember every single scene in that movie. So, but to me, it all comes down to story and storytelling and characters. And
Okay, good. We got it. So I'm going to say that. We'll get to that. But anyhow, so, you know, the history of film, whatever you see and learn from is something that is a resource to you. It's like an unlimited resource of things to learn from.
And your own life experience.
And your life experience. Okay. So what we're going to now is Joseph, resources you draw from.
Dire human struggle, wherever I can find it.
Did you have some of that in your own life?
Absolutely. I grew up, my father was in prison most of my life, and so that's what I pull from.
I want to go back to Kenneth, when you said life experiences. Give me an example of your life experiences that you draw from.
Working in pro sports influenced me to write a movie about sports. Romantic comedies. Our family had a wholesale business. My father passed away when I was a little kid. The working in the professional world, and in terms of I had to go to film school, so I just draw on the experiences I had in life, working in a professional sports league.
So a lot of your what you draw from is your professional career. Is there anything in terms of not professional, what Kenneth said about his father, that also influences you?
Say that again?
Is there anything in your personal life, not just professional life, like working in sports, that you were saying that also influences you? Like Kenneth said, his father was in jail. Is that Kenneth? Joseph, you're in jail. I'm sorry, man.
Ken's father can go to jail for all, I mean.
Is there anything there that you draw from in terms of your personal experience?
I think I've never been married yet, so I keep writing romantic comedies about guys that have never been married. Don't need for violin. This is what it is. But I have actually I did think about this once. I think everything that I've been drawn to and thrilled by most, as well as writing, is highly, highly centric on irony. And that started, I think that's how, my father died when we got new furniture that same day. We lost our family business when we got approved for a big loan from a bank the same day. There's some other stuff, and so there's all, and I think
that always happened after like you started doing the business, then the loan came? Or
No. When the business was operating, but we had a cash flow problem, and then the loan came through the day that we ended up having to fold. So it's like always, one thing happened, and then something else. So that's drawn my, my first idea was you finally get married, and then to this one girl, and the flame of your life years ago suddenly becomes available in divorce. So it's, what do you do for that?
See, that's very interesting to me. He's drawing from stuff that is personal into his artistry. And that's one thing that my uncle always taught me. I never followed for some reason. I always write what you know. I like to write what I don't know because that's interesting to me. I can learn something. But
like research. Research.
I love research. Yeah. But I'm just saying there's differences, obviously he wrote what he knew. So the Godfathers primarily are family. So he wrote what he did. And that's an interesting thing. But you can go the other way too, write what you don't know. I want to go back to Kenneth. You said, sorry, it's the order. Joseph, is there anything else about your drawing from your personal the pain and anguish? Is there anything else that can add to that besides your father? Or?
Well, it taught me at a very young age, because he was in prison twice. Once when I was very young, and then again when I was an adolescent. It taught me real early on that if you're going to be successful under those circumstances, you have to be able to learn from models that are negative models in your world and go the other direction. Right? So you can't model everything in your life pace for pace, step for step. Sometimes you need to look at it and identify that it's a bad move and go the other way.